Today's video is about relative minimum and relative maximum. Relative maximum point. A point higher than the points immediately to its left and right. Relative minimum point. A point lower than the points immediately to its left and right. Let us look at this illustration. This is the point A. This is the point B. This is the point C. And this is point D. Point A is a relative maximum point. This point A is higher than the points immediately to its left and to its right. Point C is a relative maximum point. It is higher than the points immediately to its left and to its right. Point B is a relative minimum point. It is lower than the points immediately to its left and to its right. Point D is a relative minimum point. It is lower than the points immediately to its left and to its right. Example, f of x is equal to 2x cubed minus 6x plus 1. Find the relative minimum and relative maximum. Step number 1, find the first derivative. F of x is equal to 2x cubed minus 6x plus 1. The first derivative is equal to 6x squared minus 6. Using the power rule, 3 times 2 is 6, and then subtract 1 from the exponent 3. 3 minus 1 is 2. And then negative 6 times the exponent of xt, which is standard to be 1. So negative 6. This becomes x raised to 0. And x raised to 0 is 1. 1 times negative 6 is negative 6. The derivative of a constant is 0. So this is equal to 6x squared minus 6. Step number 2. Find the critical points. Letter A, set the first derivative to 0. The first derivative is 6x squared minus 6. So we set this to 0. And then 6x squared is equal to 6. So we transpose the negative 6 to the right. And then we change its sign from negative to positive. Dividing both sides by 6, we get x squared is equal to 1. And then extracting the square root of both sides, we get x is equal to plus n minus square root of 1. And this is equal to plus n minus 1. In step number 2, letter A, we got x is equal to plus n minus 1. When x is equal to 1, the given function is f of x is equal to 2x cubed minus 6x plus 1. Substitute 1 for x. So we have f of 1 is equal to 2 times 1 cubed minus 6 times 1 plus 1. This is now equal to 2 minus 6 plus 1. And this is equal to negative 3. So f of 1 is negative 3. When x is negative 1, the given function is f of x is equal to 2x cubed minus 6x plus 1. Substitute negative 1 for x. So we have now f of negative 1 is equal to 2 times negative 1 cubed minus 6 times negative 1 plus 1. This is now equal to 2 times negative 1 minus 6 times negative 1 plus 1. This is now equal to negative 2 plus 6 plus 1. And this is equal to 5. So f of negative 1 is equal to 5. The critical points are point 1, negative 3, and point negative 1, 5. Step number 3. Use the second derivative test. The first derivative we got in step 1 is 6x squared minus 6. We are now going to find the second derivative by using the power rule. So the second derivative is equal to 12x. At point 1, negative 3. This is the first critical point we got in step 2. We are going to substitute 1 in place of x in the second derivative. If we are going to get a value that is greater than 0, then the function as a relative minimum at x is 1. The second derivative is 12x. Substituting 1 in place of x, we have 12 times 1 is equal to 12. 12 is greater than 0. Therefore, the second derivative is greater than 0. Therefore, the function as a relative minimum at x is 1. The point 1, negative 3 is a relative minimum. This is point 1, negative 3. It is a relative minimum point. It is lower than the points immediately to its left, and it is lower than the points immediately to its right. Letter B, at point negative 1, 5. This is the second critical point we got in step 2. The second derivative is equal to 12x. Substitute negative 1 for x in 12x. If this will result to a value that is less than 0, then the function as a relative maximum at x is negative 1. So this is equal to 12 times negative 1, and 12 times negative 1 is negative 12. Negative 12 is less than 0, therefore, the second derivative is less than 0. The function as a relative maximum at x is negative 1. The point negative 1, 5 is a relative maximum. This is point negative 1, 5. It is a relative maximum point. It is higher than the points immediately to its left, and it is higher than the points immediately to its right.